Hi, it's Richard Bromwell here from Charterhouse Auctioneers, having a look through our first day of auction coming up on the 17th of October, which is a huge sporting section and huge collection of pictures, prints, books and bits and pieces. So just on this day, we have one of George's wonderful sporting sections. So we're a bit of local Dorset roadkill up here. We've got fish, we've got horses, and this is a fantastic picture here by Michael Line. We've got this on the front of the cover. It looks absolutely stunning. It's entitled I Think It's Clearing, which is rather like the weather at the moment. It's pretty terrible. Estimate on that sort of 2,000 to 3,000. It said lots of other horses and dobbos, and we've also got a lot of bugs and insects and bits and pieces. We've got stuffed kingfishers and other birds and bits and pieces. We've got air rifles, we've got shotguns, we've got fly tying equipment, we've got fishing rods, we've got pictures on hunting and bits and pieces, we've got books on golfing, more books, fishing rods, lovely pair of gun cases here to Sir Lewis Cave, whoever he was. Those were his gun cases there, and this is rather magnificent. Probably quite a difficult thing for you to see there, George, but lovely Kinnock shotgun cartridge case mirror here, which would have been in display in a good gun shop or whatever. Estimate on that sort of 2,000 to 3,000. Also another thing which is really good and decorative is all this ammunition. Now none of this is lies, so don't get too worried about that, but again a really nice display there. Estimate on that sort of probably £500 or £600. But also we've got some really weird things. Now we do like a cabinet, and you see a cabinet like this and you open it up, so what's inside it? Oh my god, look at the size of that bug. And man, look at it. Oh, that's absolutely huge. I mean, that's my hand, so bigger than my hand. Imagine that landing on your face. Thankfully we don't get that in Dorset. And down here, what's down here? Oh, and we'll shut those straight back up again, I think. But huge collection of bugs and moths and butterflies. Also, these are always fun. I love a little sort of chrome bonnet car mascot here. You know, these things don't have to be expensive at auction. The estimate on this is sort of £30 to £40. For a little bit more money, we've got a nice little collection of hunting horns. And this has got the book here, the hunting horn, what to blow and how to blow it. And I think we'll just leave that one on there. Okay, all right. And coming through here into the cabinets, again, we've got some lovely books here, and this is one of our favourite books here. This is a book from 1638, which even by our standards is pretty ancient here. And this is a book of heraldry, so if you wanted to research why you've got a boar up the top or whatever, and this would all mean something to someone. Doesn't mean much to me, I'm afraid to say, but a very interesting and early book. And again, in the way that books give us information, a lot of pictures give us information as well. And you see a lot of us, when we get a picture, yes, you'll have a look at the front of it, but the first thing you really want to do is you want to turn it around here. We've got here on here a Richard Green label, and that's the sort of label that you really want to see on a picture, so you know the history, the provenance. It's all really good. This one is called In Disgrace. Here we go, and it's a bit of a naughty dog there. The estimate on that one, very sort of typical Victorian oil painting, between £600 and £1,000. But coming up through here, we've got large collections of watercolours and pictures and prints. They're all up through the walls up here. Over in the far corner over here, we've got a lovely collection of late 18th and early 19th century watercolour drawings here, and you've got very sort of typical classical scenes. You've got ruined abbeys, you've got ruined churches, you've got beach fishing boats. Value on these, there's nothing particularly highly valuable, but there's just a really nice collection. They're all beautifully presented and mounted. They're the sort of things which you can just put in your car, hang on the wall and enjoy. And the values on those probably between sort of £50 and about £300. But again, coming down through here, we've kind of actually run out of wall space so much, and we've got more watercolour drawings, we've got more pencil drawings, you name it, oil paintings and prints and bits and pieces. But we're going to pop through, come on George, keep up my Anneka Rice impersonation. This one I thought was quite amusing, a lovely French oil painting by Claude Benoit, and a lovely French scene come from a client in Cornwall. There we go. It's come all the way up to Dorset. Through here, more pictures, again, all beautifully. George has worked really hard to get these all hung up here. Very typical again, you've got cathedral interiors and bits and pieces. Through into the back sale room now. Through into the back sale room, we've got, again, more oil paintings and bits and pieces up through here. We've got very sort of traditional, sort of early to mid 19th century scenes. We've got, there's another big French picture from a local house we cleared. That's another pair to the early 19th century. We've got the Walter Langley again here. And we've got a collection of Egyptian, we've got a collection of Dutch and other oil painting as well. This is quite interesting. This is the Isaac Israels here. It's an unfinished composition. Rather bizarrely, Isaac Israels, he's actually a Dutch artist. The value on that between £2,000 and £3,000. So it's it's a lot better than an A-level student. Here we go. And the Saif Wanley, here we go. And there she is. She is a princess, first wife of King Fuad, wasn't he then? And the value on that between sort of £4,000 and £6,000. Up through here again, we've got more books. Again, you want to see the books, all the lovely bindings there. More pictures on the racks here. And finally, just through here, this is just something which I find particularly charming. Couple pictures here. We've got a lovely little, not hanging very straight, is a lovely little naive watercolour here of Southend in Essex. Here we go. Love the bathing machines there. And lastly here, this poor chap, here we go. He's been through the wars. This one, the client thought really didn't have any value at all because of the condition of it, but it's eminently restorable. We would argue that it's actually a nice original condition, even with a dirty great big hole in there, and the value on that with a little Scottish boy there, probably between sort of £100 and £200. Well, that's a bit of a walk and a talk through our first day's auction, and maybe we'll see you at the sale.